What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got something pretty good, man. We got this sister just now realizing the importance of having a man, just now appreciating men, the presence of a man in general. And it's sad because here we are, right, in 2024, about to be 2025. And we still have women who do not respect your brothers, who do not respect men in general. You still have your women who are still overlooking men. Because as I stated before, for a lot of these sisters, right, for a lot of women in general, who sit over here and disrespect men, who talk down on men, or who sit up here and say they don't need men, every time, man, something happens, it only takes for somebody to go upside the head or for something to happen to them for them to then say, you know what, hey, you know what, now I see why we need men. Now I see why, men need to protect us and this, that. And you even have women today, right? Once again, the brick lady who sat up here, got hit upside the head with a brick, right? That she claimed she got hit upside the head with a brick. And guess what? All of these brothers were sitting there doing nothing. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. Expecting a man to once again jump in and help out. Because now all of a sudden, hey, well, you know what? Now I know my place, right? That, hey, men are stronger. That, hey, you know what? Men are supposed to be the ones to protect, right? And if that's the case, then guess what? You need to start taking men's advice. You need to stop sitting up here saying that you don't need men, to survive. Maybe you don't need men to survive in the case of, hey, I'm able to get my own money. I'm able to work just like men. I'm able to make just as much money as men, if not more. I have this equal opportunity to where I can work up in a company and be able to earn just as much. But when it comes down to just physical nature, when it comes down to a family, right? A woman's going to need to fill that void when she gets into her 40s, when she gets into her 30s, when she want to have kids. And well, you know what? I need to start. I need some men. I need my men. I need my men to be able to be there for me, be able to protect me. I need a family. I need some seeds. And all you do is just hear women just down and bash men. And you just got to ask, why do you have this demeanor? Because when something happens, who do you go to? You go run straight to the man. And it's crazy because once again, men are expected to sit over here and play both sides. Hey, well, you know what? Y'all black men don't protect us. Y'all do this. Y'all do that. Y'all do this. But then turn around and say, hey, well, we don't need y'all. We don't need men. But then at the same time, expecting us to be the man. And they contradict themselves. Very hypocritical. But let's go ahead and watch this video. But before we even get into the video, do me a huge favor. Leave me a like. Leave me a comment, man. And leave me a subscribe, man. Leave me a subscribe. We've been going up a little bit. So, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody that's stopping by. And shout out to Angry Man's Podcast.
This real quick, and people ain't got to agree with me. People can sit on the internet and try to drag me. I do not care, but I'm going to die on a hill on this one. So guess what? Rest in peace to that woman. But I'm going to tell you something. There's another video circulating right now of a black woman and her son being harassed inside of a movie theater by one of them. Okay. And to the point where that lady got physical with that black woman. And hear me when I say this. Whether I don't know if that woman got a man or not. But with everything that's going on right now, I'm really starting to realize the value of having a man in the house. I'm really starting to realize that. I'm really starting to realize the value of what it is to have a man for protection.
It took you this long. It took you this long to understand a man's value, to understand a man's role in a household. It took you this long. But hey, granted, man, you really can't blame a lot of women today because once again, this is what they're taught from their mothers. You can't blame them today, man, because once again, hey, this is the type of mindset that is being pushed. This is the type of mindset that is being accepted in the black community, that's being accepted in society in general, where they're trying to undercut the man, where they're trying to cut the man out of the family, have the woman be able to take care of the kids, quote unquote, when a lot of your women are living check to check, when a lot of your women women, I'm talking about single mothers, when a lot of your women are living check to check, sitting over here, man, saying, well, dang, man, I don't know how to feed my kid, sitting over here on a government assistance, sitting over here on food stamps. And once again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're talking about living a certain type of lifestyle, a lot of these women think they can do it by themselves, and they cannot. And that child needs a father in the household. But once again, a lot of your women looking at men today and like, man, look, we don't need y'all in the household. We can do it by ourselves. Or then once again, they don't vet the men, right? Everybody's telling them, hey, maybe you're moving a little too fast. Hey, maybe you don't need to deal with this guy. This guy is not the right person. Guess what? Oh, well, who cares, right? This is something that I want to do, right? This is something that I want to do. You end up having a kid with the guy, right? The guy is not somebody that you should be having a kid with. Fast forward, you're in your 30s, you're telling everybody, hey, man, me and my kid is a package deal. Hey, man, you need, hey, this, that, right? Depriving this child of a father, right? Let's just say the real father does leave the household. You're depriving this child of other candidates because, once again, of the attitude. All stemmed off of, hey, guess what? I'm an independent woman. I can think for myself. I'm a grown woman. A lot of women say they can take accountability. A lot of women say hey, you know what? I can deal with my consequences. But here we are, right? Well, a lot of you women are saying, oh my gosh, man, where are y'all men at? Where are y'all men at? And a lot of men saying, well, once again, you didn't want us around. And then what do women say? Oh, well, see, that's what we're talking about. Y'all don't ever sit over here and protect us. Y'all don't ever do this. And it's like, stop it, right? Stop it. We're not children. Stop it. Stop it. You can't sit over and keep gaslighting. When the government has the hand in the pot of being able to, once again, strip the man out of the household and have this man pay child support, and every dollar that this woman gets, guess what? The government is getting some of that. So they're incentivizing for a lot of these families to be broken up. They're incentivizing for a lot of these women to say, hey, well, you know what, man, look, I don't need a man. Guess what? I got Uncle Sam and I got government assistance, and I can go ahead and get the judge to help me get some money off of this man. It's sad because this is a reoccurring cycle. It's sad because this is a cycle that's obviously going to keep happening over and over and over. So, of course, we got to read the comments. Let's go ahead and read the comments. Somebody says, nope, call the bear. Now, people don't understand why they keep saying call the bear, because a lot of you women, because there's this big old trend going on where somebody's going up on the street, right? And they're asking women, would you rather be stuck in the woods with the bear or with the man? And a lot of your women try to push narratives and try to gaslight, people, and try to, lie and say that, hey, well, it'd be safer, being in the woods with a bear right next to a bear than a man, because, hey, a man, men be sitting over here doing this to women, men be sitting over here doing that. Right. Okay. Whatever. So continuing, somebody says, you not finna use me as your shield because you don't know when to shut up. Somebody else says, the fact she felt like she was going to get dragged for saying this just shows how messed up society is for me, to the point where you can't even say anything positive about a man without fear of being ridiculed or shunned. And that's just what it is today, right? That's just what it is, because once again, this is what society has allowed. The fact that you're going to get dragged because you said, hey, well, guess what? I understand a man's value. That's just sad, right? That's just sad, but that's where we are at today. And a lot of you women swear up and down that, oh, well, y'all men constantly complain, that this and that, y'all have a victim mentality. Black men don't have a victim mentality. Men in general do not have a victim mentality. If they do, we call them a bum, or we keep them forward, move, hey, get out the way. Somebody else says, that's nice. Only took her 36 years. Only took a lot of your women a lot of years, right? Or, hey, guess what? It took a brick to go upside the head to, hey, understand a man's worth, understand a man's value, right? Understand a man's value to the woman and to the relationship and to her protection and to her existence, right? That's just a fact, right? That's just bottom line. Women need men. No matter how much money a woman makes, a woman needs a man. Somebody else says, but I thought they said they would choose the bear. Somebody else says, so they can shoot your man instead of you. So now they're looking at us as shields. That's the only reason a man in the house holds value. Once again, holding value for the wrong reasons. A lot of you women are looking at the men for the wrong reasons. That's how I look at this video. Oh, well, you know what? Hey, well, I'm seeing all of these girls getting shot up, and I know I've been saying I was independent. I don't need no man. But because I'm seeing, even though men been telling us this was going to happen, hey, well, guess what? Now that I'm seeing it with my own eyeballs, hey, guess what? I'm gonna need a man. I'm gonna need a man. Even though I'm not gonna be submissive, even though I'm not gonna be doing this, even though I'm not gonna be doing that. Hey, guess what? I'm gonna be independently submissive. I'm an independent woman that is submissive. What type of mess is that, people? What type of mess is that? So once again, you're submissive up to a point. That's sad. And it's sad because you're going to constantly have these same women who sit up here and say, black man ain't this. Black man don't protect black women. Hey, well, you know what? Men are destruction of society and da. Once again, if that was the case, if most men were destruction of society, a lot more women would be, let's just say, 6 feet under, maybe. And a lot more women would be, y'all already know what else. But that's not the case because most of your men are not that. Once again, respect and understand the value of a man. Respect and understand the value that the man brings to the table. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and leave me a subscribe.